Hello, welcome to Souls Intersect. This reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising signs, and it is for the month of June 2017. If you're interested in a private reading with me, feel free to email me at soulsintersect@gmail.com, or you can book directly through my site, and the address is in the description below. Feel free to check out my website. I go into descriptions about my approach to readings, and my approach is different from a lot of other readers. I'm an intuitive reader, like many, but that's what I use primarily during my readings. For me, the cards are more of a frame for the reading, or sometimes triggers for messages to come through. I also offer past life readings, which are non-tarot readings, and there's a description about that on my site as well, and those are now only $35. Okay, so I'm going to read through the cards and then I will tune in more. So from the top left, you have the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. And then in the center, the Two of Wands, the Empress, and the Three of Pentacles. And on the bottom, the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Four of Cups. Okay, so quite a bit of Pentacles and Cups. I like the Empress showing up at the center. That has a really good feel to it. And the Queen of Pentacles is most definitely you in this reading. Really being in your element, feeling like yourself. It feels like a really good month for you overall. There's definitely some work-related things coming through where you'll feel like you are really able to tune into your best abilities and put them to the best use. I also feel though like that may be something that's been in question for a lot of you recently, maybe not feeling fulfilled in your work because of not putting your best abilities to the best use. So you may be in a field where you're not able to use your greatest strengths. And I do see you exploring options in regard to that, but feeling a little bit hopeless about it. However, there is this Ace of Swords with the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. I do feel that keep your eyes open, because I feel like there may be some information coming through that will at least be a clue. So it might not be a brand new endeavor at this time, though it might be for some of you, but it feels like, at the very least, a clue of something different that you could do where you will feel more fulfilled in work. I do sense kind of boredom, and it might not be, I'm also getting, it might not be that you aren't using your best abilities, but more along the lines that you've reached a point in the position, whatever it is that you do, where you've done everything you can, you've learned everything you can. So there's a lack of fulfillment, not because you haven't used your gifts or talents, but because you've already applied them and there's not much more you can do or learn with them in the current position. So there's really space for you to learn and grow more. There may also be a chance to collaborate with someone. This Two of Wands can definitely be about two heads coming together in a creative sense, sparking new ideas, almost like two aces of wands together. And especially coming below this Ace of Swords, it's feeling like there is a chance, but I keep getting this sense that it could be a missed opportunity. So, and some of that could be because of, I see the Seven of Cups and the Four of Cups, either wallowing in that feeling of not being fulfilled or trying to aim too high. I don't mean aim too high like do something that you can't do, but I mean it might not be feasible right now, so you might be kind of fantasizing about something that might not be achievable right now, and so you could be in either of those spaces and possibly miss out on something. So keep your eyes peeled and be open. It should feel like, because I feel like there's a sense of some missing confidence, and this could definitely come from time not being fulfilled. And that would be the main reason you might miss out on a chance or an opportunity, or just not choose to see it in the way that it's trying to show itself to you. So that's the sense I'm getting. Anything that feels like this Ace of Swords, so just to describe how it feels, it's really this sense of like piercing through the clouds, and you see that in other decks. Something that just seems like a beacon among other things that are darker, or cloudy, or gray. Another reason that you might overlook something like that is because it might feel like it's a pipe dream. That feels really strong too for this reading. Try not to overlook something just because it feels like a pipe dream. I know that's kind of the opposite message that I was saying with the Seven of Cups. That could be for some of you. But for others, it might actually be that you want to aim higher. Various different ways where you might not see something for what it is because of something emotional happening. That's what that feels like. So definitely a lot of work energy, but I also sense some personal stuff with this Empress related to motherhood. Some of you are mothers, some of you are dealing with something with your mother. It feels like there is been a lot of work being put in to whatever this is, and a lot of responsibility that you've been taking. And I also see you brainstorming around this as well, trying to find ways to manage it better, handle it better, not feel as much of the heavy load of responsibility. Not that you're not enjoying it, because I definitely get a sense of fulfillment on some level, but it's your practical side that wants to come out and try to make things work and flow a little bit better. And it does feel like it's related to responsibility towards someone else, so either your mother or a child, or maybe other children in your life if you don't actually have children. The sense I get around it is that you are happy with it on some level. You are enjoying it. You don't want it to stop, but you want others to help alleviate the burden, or at least new structure, new like ways to schedule things to help alleviate the burden. And there are ways to do that. There's hope for that. The Ace of Swords can also be this sense of triumph, and I feel like also you have the ability to juggle this with, you're the Empress as well, and you not only have these gifts, but you have ways of managing all of the gifts at once and putting them all to good use. And you do have a very strong practical side, being an earth sign, so you definitely have the capability to be creative and do something different with it that will help alleviate it more. Now, I also feel like some of it has to do with fertility, where a lot of you, or sexuality, it could be either or, where something isn't working with someone. So it could be in the fertility realm, maybe you haven't been successful when you've been trying to be thus far, or something going on sexually. It feels more in relation to someone else. It could be yourself, but again, there's a lot about fulfillment or lack of fulfillment, and that's why it could apply to both sexual fulfillment or fulfilling the desire to be fertile, to conceive, or for a partner to conceive. And similar messages. So there's definitely a lot of opportunity. There is definitely the chance at success. I'm not seeing a lot of blocks, but I'm seeing kind of the sense of having tried the same thing over and over again, and had it not work, it hasn't been working, and some more brainstorming is needed to get on a different track. So it's not a block, it's just kind of being stuck in a groove a little bit, because I see movement and possibility, and I feel like the positive opportunity is trying to get at you, but there's this groove that you're moving along in, and you kind of need to climb out of that. There are other ways of going about things. So the way that might look is like, if it's fertility, shifting gears. If you've been trying some of the more conventional things, maybe shift gears into more the natural realm, or vice versa. I think that Eastern and Western medicine are both there for good reasons. And of course, I'm not a medical professional, but that's just an example of how you might shift gears one way or the other. Same with sexuality. that could also be that maybe you've been trying a medical approach, any kind of medicine, but maybe you need to shift gears into something more spiritual, for example. Like do away with the logistical, physical stuff you're putting in your bodies, or places you're going, or things like that, and maybe try to tune in more to just energies and energy healing and things like that. So that's another example of how you might shift gears. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up here. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, or you can comment below. I apologize for the background noise earlier in the reading. I thought that it was finished when I started, but apparently they were still lingering. But it seems pretty quiet now. So thank you for your patience, and I hope you have a great month of June. Take care.